Today's audience will take home gift cards for Maple Leaf Prime Canadian farm-raised chicken. Look for the Raised by a Canadian Farmer label on chicken products at Sobeys. And check out our website, cityline.ca, for your chance to win a backyard makeover. That's valued at $5,000. Not bad. Not at all. Nanny Robina is here to answer some of the questions that we've been getting from our viewers. I'm going to start with a 15-month-old who is crying at night, and when she does, my husband, says this viewer, gets her and brings her into bed with us. I'm afraid of getting her accustomed to this and encouraging the pattern of waking up at night. I think I know what you're going to say.
Well, first of all, I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
That dads will do that. Well, let me tell you, dads, you probably won't ever have sex again till your child leaves the bed, okay? So what I would do is use that as a weapon right now. Mom, put it out there, bring the child to bed. It ain't happening for a while, hon.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I know a lot of moms do it too. Oh, maybe that's why they're doing it.
Yeah. Cheap contraception, hello.
Yes.
Seriously, you know, if you've got a parent together, so we have one that's like, sort of on the cusp of wanting to co-sleep,
yeah.
And then we have the other one that's like, I don't want this to happen. And I can understand, because if mom's the one that's at home all day, she doesn't want that happening. Dad hasn't seen the baby all day, he's all ready for that cuddle. But you know, you've got to sit down, you've got to talk, and you've got to have that parenting plan and be on the same page.
The best advice my sister ever gave me is everything you do and don't do is parenting.
Yes.
So everything you do and don't do is causing a pattern. So the only thing is, and I've done a lot of the wrong things as well, like a lot of times you give advice, I'm like, okay, I did the opposite of that for many years with my babies, but it just makes it harder to break the pattern and shift them into something else. You can, at some point, get her out of the bed.
Yes.
You just make it harder for yourself if you're bringing her there every night.
And she's too young to understand that, you know, like, as she's a little bit older,
yeah.
You know what, Saturday, Sunday morning, bring her to the bed. Right now, she's too young. Yeah. You bring the child to the bed, it is very hard to get them out.
Absolutely.
So know that, if you're going to keep bringing them to the bed, it's going to take time, and it's going to take energy, and it's going to take a strain to get the child back out. And that's another issue. Is it can cause a friction and a problem between the marriage, actually.
Oh, totally.
I hear that all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one for you. I've just had a baby and my sister visits often with her 3-year-old. I'm afraid my nephew will hurt the baby, not intentionally. My sister doesn't seem to be concerned, and I do love her company. What do I do?
Oh, you know, I think that's probably very typical for a lot of new moms, because, you know, when you have a new baby, and I'm sure the sister was the same.
Yes.
But she forgets because it's 3 years later.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a very tough scenario, but I think if you have that conversation with her about how you feel and pick the right time. So, you know, I know he doesn't mean to hurt him, I know, but it just makes me so nervous. And, you know, I heard from Nanny Robina, toddlers really don't know how to be gentle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
blame you.
Blame me.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll take
Tell
it.
her to watch the show. But it is true. Toddlers do not know. You'd start teaching them about being gentle, but a lot of them don't really know what gentle is.
Yeah.
And so they can be a little bit too rough with the baby.
Yeah.
Now, babies are more tougher than we think they are, but you know, your toddler doesn't know that. So have that conversation with her and stress to her how you truly feel, and just pick the right time.
Yeah, and I guess keep an eye out too, right?
Absolutely.
Like, you know, when the toddler and the baby are around, just have an eye on them, make sure everything's okay. Here's another one. Is there such a thing as too much playtime with the neighborhood kids? My child wants to be out all day with the other kids. Hallelujah, I love hearing that.
Yes.
Yeah, go then. All day.
Yes, half an hour before bedtime, come in for your bath and your dinner, and then you can go to bed.
See you then. So what do you think? Is there
Well,
such
you know,
thing?
in my day, no. I mean, we were out all day, and I don't think so. I think if things are done, like if they're an older child and the homework is done, outside is where we've got to be, because as we've just touched on today, the children are not getting outside enough. So that's actually a really good question to fit what is happening today. Get the kids out more, and no, I don't think they can be out too much.
Right.
In the summer on a really hot day, you want to monitor what time of day they're out because of the sun. So if it's really hot, you know, look for the shade, lots of water, and maybe they're going to burn out quicker because it's a very hot day.
Yeah.
You may not be out as long, but no, I'd keep them out there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I find on those days too, they stop by the house, you give them a freezie, they go away. You stop by the house, you give them some water, they go away. So it's like you're keeping them hydrated. The other thing is they've got to remember their sun safety in terms of their sunscreen, like you mentioned off the top of the show. I know that you've put together a package that we've got on the website, a video. All about sun safety.
All about sun safety. So yeah, all the tips, etc., that you need to keep your children safe in the sun. And a lot of what we've covered today. Yeah,
because we want to make sure they are out there and having a good time. Let's do one more.
Yep.
My kids 2 and 4 are sharing a bedroom. How do I get them to fall asleep quickly and not chit chat or disturb one another? That's got to be a tough one.
Do you know what? This comes up often because, you know, today a lot of people are downsizing and children share the bedroom, but there is an age gap, which is, do you know what? It's not easy. And there is no easy solution. One thing that I would suggest is have one of the children go to bed earlier, which would be the 2-year-old, and have him sleep by the time the 4-year-old goes in. But prior to that, you've got to start teaching the 4-year-old about being quiet and about the brother being sleeping. And whether it works remains to be seen, because a lot of children, when they're sharing a bedroom, doesn't always work.
It's party time.
It's party time, absolutely,
I hear ya. Okay, thanks for the advice, Robina. Live Clean have just launched 4 new products, especially for the kiddies. There are no harsh cleansing agents, additives, or preservatives. And best of all, they're tear-free. Everyone will take home the collection in tropical and mixed berry scents. It's all available at Walmart, or you can get it in our audience.